The episode opens with Morgan being called to a crime scene. Upon arrival, Karadec briefs her on the victim, Marvin Price, a well-known sportscaster. According to the medical examiner, Marvin died around 5 a.m. Meanwhile, Daphne and Oz, who have been canvassing the area, bring forward a homeless man who might have witnessed the incident. He claims he saw the victim get struck once, and then the driver reversed and ran over him again, making it clear this wasn't an accident, but a homicide. He also points them in the direction the suspect's car fled. As Morgan studies the scene, she examines the tire tracks and deduces the type of car involved. Based on the sound described by witnesses, blue paint fragments found on the victim's wristwatch, and the track width, 69 inches, too narrow for an American sports car, she concludes it had to be a Jensen Interceptor, likely a 1973 or 1974 model in Magelica blue. Karadec decides to test her theory. They head to a nearby apartment garage since the suspect wasn't reported seen returning after the hit and run. There, they spot the exact car Morgan described. It's bumper dented, paint chipped, and plates missing, confirming it as the murder weapon. Back at the precinct, Marvin Price's son, Dexter, arrives claiming he was on the phone with his father at the time of the homicide. During questioning, Dexter admits their relationship was rocky. When asked if anyone might have wanted to harm his father, he points to Tiana Johnson, the family's live-in house manager, and suggests their relationship may have been more than professional. Dexter explains that last year, Marvin made Tiana the sole beneficiary of his will. When Karadec presses him on why he was speaking to his father at 5 a.m., Dexter says he's an early riser and usually spends his mornings at a diner, reading the newspaper over breakfast. He claims that during their final conversation, Marvin confessed he regretted putting Tiana in the will and was considering changing it back to Dexter. Dexter insists Tiana must have found out and killed his father. Before the call ended, Dexter says his father's final word was tiddlywinks, though he admits he has no idea what it means. Welcome back to Sandy's Timeline. Today, we're breaking down High Potential, Season 1, Episode 9. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a recap. Karadec pushes further, asking Dexter why his father had removed him from the will in the first place. Dexter suggests that Tiana may have influenced the decision, but Karadec, who has already done his research, confronts him about his recent bankruptcy and points out that his father's money would have been very convenient. Dexter defends himself, arguing that if he were truly desperate for the inheritance, he would have simply waited for the will to be changed back in his favor instead of resorting to violence. Meanwhile, Ozzy and Daphne follow up with Elko, a neighbor who had ongoing lawsuits with Marvin Price over various disputes. Elko openly admits he never liked Marvin. When asked about his injured foot, he explains it was from a skiing accident. As for his alibi, he claims he was home with company and even provides a phone number. Elsewhere, Morgan and Karadec visit Marvin's home to speak with Tiana. She insists that her relationship with Marvin was strictly professional, despite what others might think. She also notes that Dexter didn't take the news of the will very well, subtly pointing suspicion back toward him. However, Tiana admits she was home alone the morning of the murder, leaving her without a solid alibi. She also says she had no idea if Marvin planned to change his will and that she wouldn't have cared either way because her bond with him wasn't about money. After the interview, Morgan and Karadec reflect on what they've learned. Morgan notices Marvin's medications, blood thinners and antidepressants, which would have made it difficult for him to maintain a romantic relationship. On top of that, she sees a lovingly prepared lunch in the fridge, marked with Marvin's name and a heart. To Morgan, it's proof that Tiana genuinely cared for him, supporting her belief that their relationship wasn't romantic at all. As Daphne continues tracking down leads on the car used in Marvin's murder, she discovers it's registered under Autofile Holdings, a company owned by Marvin's neighbor, Elko. The team brings Elko in, but instead of denying anything, he seems almost relieved that the car has been found. He explains that his prized vehicle had been stolen a week earlier, right after he returned from Aspen. Elko had even reported the theft and handed over security footage to the police. He adds another detail. Every time Marvin left town on a team road trip, a man on a motorcycle would pull into Marvin's garage. Suspicious, Elko had once written Marvin a note to warn him. Then, on Marvin's last trip, the pattern repeated, but this time Marvin was home. Minutes later, the mysterious man was seen storming out of the driveway. Elko provides the CCTV footage, and as Morgan studies it, she makes a breakthrough. The thief is Olivier Dubois, a 6'5" French mechanic who works at Hollywood Auto. She recalls that when she accidentally took Tiana's phone earlier, a call came in from Hollywood Auto. Combining that with the fact that the man was skilled enough to hotwire a car, wore shoes from a French brand, and matched the height she calculated by comparing him against the brick wall in the footage, the pieces fit perfectly. A quick search confirms Olivier's identity. He's even featured in a company team photo online. Morgan theorizes that Olivier, aware of Marvin's will, killed him to protect his relationship with Tiana and secure her future. By using Elko's stolen car, he tried to shift suspicion onto Marvin's rival. Olivier is arrested, and Tiana is called back in for questioning. This time, she admits she was with Olivier on the morning of the murder, but kept it hidden because he was living in on an expired visa. She also reveals the night Marvin caught them together, he lashed out, telling Olivier he was a waste of time and that Tiana deserved better. That sparks Morgan's memory. Tiddlywinks, Marvin's last word to Dexter, was a phrase he often used in his sportscasting days to mean a waste of time. Unable to name Olivier directly since he didn't know his name, Marvin had left behind that cryptic clue in his dying breath. Overcome, Tiana breaks down and admits that on the morning of the murder, she was alone, confirming Olivier acted on his own. With the truth uncovered, the case is finally closed. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sandy's Timeline for the next episode. Thanks for watching!